Hey everyone, this is going to be an unboxing and a look at the new Helion Invictus. Helion actually took some comments from some of the other people from the previous Invictus and made some upgrades to this. Upgrades would include, as I've seen online and also on the box, it has a new system in it. It's a 50 amp speed controller with a 3000 4-pole kV motor. The other one was, I believe, a 35 amp, or no, it was actually a 45 amp speed controller with the Reactor 3500 kV motor, but that motor was 2-pole, and it did run hot. I've had actually a couple of Invictuses before, and they're supposed to have also improved a couple of things like the steering linkage on there, and let's see. Of course, it still comes with this 1800 milliamp battery, which I think kind of sucks, but nope, don't know why they're giving that with this truck. But other things, as you see, they're saying metal gears. I read online from a Helion guy that it does have shim diffs now. I may crack this open to see if that's true or not. And one good thing is it has a slipper clutch. You can see the picture there for that. So interested to see this new reactor system and stuff for this. Let me go ahead and try to pop this off real quick and get this open. Of course, it comes with their ever popular radio, and I've done a video on this radio before, but I actually kind of like this radio due to the fact that it is a 3-channel radio. But if you leave your radio on for like 10 minutes, there's no activity, the radio will shut off, which I think is a great feature because I'm kind of the person that leaves my radio on, puts my car in my trunk, and leave it on for 3 or 4 days. So I do like that feature. The feel of this radio is always very good. So nothing new with the radio. They did include on their new kits a new type of connector. I forgot what they're identifying as, but it's basically a Dean's connector, which is good because now you don't have to worry about the Tamiya connector that came with it and replacing that. So anyway, we got foam all over the place. Anyway, let's see what's in this box. Get this out real quick. Okay, got this puppy out. Still including stickers, basic tools probably in here as well. Why is this folded in half? Yeah, basic tools in here. You get a couple of Allen keys. You get a 4-way wrench for your tires and wheels and some of the other screws on there. But this is the truck. Take this plastic off. I always liked the way this thing looked. It just reminds me of a monster truck, and I know it handles pretty well, but it did have, like I said, those couple of flaws on it that Helion has apparently corrected. It's this low because I'll cut these off in a minute, but they got little straps on here. I'll take this off and show it to you real quick. Get this off. I can get the body off. There we go. So here it is, the new and improved Invictus. I'm seeing something right off the bat that I'm not liking. I don't know if you guys can notice that there is no slipper clutch in here. And it clearly has on the box, if you guys can see that, try not to get too much of a glare on it. The slipper clutch is there, but you see this has the same spur gear as the other ones, which is one of the reasons why I think people would purchase this new kit, is because they wanted the slipper clutch. And this apparently, obviously, does not have one, which is not good. I'm going to have to call Helion out on that. This is the new Reactor Motor. At least they did put that in there. And this is the new speed controller as well. It is 3S capable. It's 50 amp. And like I said, this is a 4-pole 3000 kV motor. So I'm interested to see how this runs. They still include this 9.6 volt 1800 milliamp battery, which I may do a stock run like this is and go from there. I may just charge this up and run it once just to see how everything runs with that. But probably won't be using this too much at all with anything. Let's go ahead and clip these zip ties. get the suspension up. I can get these clipped off. Good. There we go. Suspension setup. It's pretty good. It's always, well, it comes back, but it's kind of interesting. Usually it's set up a little bit better. Curious to see if they shim these diffs, because I heard also that they shim the front and rear diffs. I'm curious to see that, but what I am disappointed is there is no slipper clutch. That is a big disappointment there, because they have that on the box. I believe it comes on the SC version of that as well. So, but they said they did include, or they did improve. Let's see if we can get a quick view of this. The steering, which it does seem to be different. I think before they didn't have the E-clip and stuff in there, and it did make the steering in one direction less than the other. So we'll have to see. So improvements that I know that they were supposed to make to this is some improvements on the steering. Of course, the system, which was a big issue. Some people's systems actually caught on fire. And I read online that they shim these diffs, but it does not have a slipper clutch. So that is very interesting that it's on the picture on here. And it's clearly right there, but it's not in here. So I'm going to contact Helion on that, because if I was someone who was getting this for the first time and I didn't know what a slipper clutch was, but I saw this and I see this in there, I probably wouldn't know the difference. But that's one of the main reasons why I did get this again, was because of that. So anyway, I'm not going to go too in depth on this. I am going to go ahead and charge this battery up, and I'm going to get it running. I'm probably going to run it once with this battery and then run it with a 3S LiPo, of course. And what I actually plan on doing, one of the reasons why I'm going to cheat with this truck as well, I'm going to go ahead and lower the suspension right there. I'm going to put it in the lower points so that it will be a little bit lower, so it sits somewhat like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4x4 truck shootout really soon. You guys know I have a Stampede 4x4. I also have the HPI Bullet MT, and I plan on getting the